same hard rock ones. I don't ever check my email. Somebody would actually have to fucking message me and tell me to fucking check it because I don't fucking check it. Somebody would know the last time I fucking actually used it for anything. Only one person. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's see if I can not complain for a few minutes. Yeah, it's not really as much as again with the video logging my life. So help you to do the same stupid shit, hopefully. But you know, bitch, you gotta be strong. 10 of Wands. Excuse me. Yeah. If it's a when it gets hard. Fucking shit up. You get it, and I guess you don't get it. So, in order to even fucking need to be up, right? For it to be worth it. Damn. This little type of service too. But you already know that. Oh god. And then Mr. Giggle Pants. Mr. Giggle Pants. Excuse me. I'm about to clean out the rest of the way. Have no more. Not a mucho. Will help with my friends. Oh. Help you and then I help myself. You know. Go over that shit right now, alright? For 1 minute on the clock. Thank you for your visit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I already know. Mm-hmm. That's okay. I'm the wrong one to play cat and mouse with, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. The moon. Oh, that big one. That was a big fucking mosquito. Oh my god. That one would have. That. Secret. It's not a known. Just keep minding your own fucking business. Trying to cut bait, you know. That's fishing. Yeah, YouTube wasn't being helpful. Such a range of options. Yeah. Oh. Push people later. 64 Dr. Doolittle, everybody. Should dress more like a greaser, huh? My hair's already greasy enough, so. Oh, that's funny. Creepy. Somebody apparently right. Bad Leroy Brown. It's the best man in the whole town. Yeah. And then he says different tax bracket. That's fucking hilarious. See, that's too. Yeah. And yes, it still does. Yes, it still fucking does. Super, super. What the hell? I fucking read that shit. Oh yeah, I'm not on that. Internet. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Because it doesn't talk shit and make you feel bad. I wanna wait for ice cream. Ice cream, don't judge me. Right back at it. Yep. No, what ifs? You know, you know. Don't act like you don't. You can't act like I don't. Even though some motherfuckers try to tell me I don't. Fuck out of here. Thank you for your visits. One, two, three, 4. 1 o'clock. Need to clean it off. It's got resin on it. It's got resin on it. Good. White pants, yeah. Huevos. Azúcar. So, hasta el corazón. Tensión. Okay. See, I'm not the only one that gets 2 or 3 days. Yeah. Everybody who stops and visits units for a second. Hopefully, if you've seen anything else you've come across that will be helpful. Save your ass from all the bullshit, fuckery, lies that people still want to run with. You know who Jesus is? No, never heard of him. Yahweh or Yeshua. Moses? Pharaoh? Rumpelstiltskin? Black sheep? I don't trust anybody who doesn't really say about it. Obviously. Again, discernment. Some people just don't want to and don't. And then you really know when you've pissed them off. No, none of my stuff is not my monkeys. Come on, man. You have to remember Paper Boys. I did that a couple times. Just to help somebody else out. Like $3. Went to the arcade. Thank you for your visits. Hope you have better things to do than sit here and watch me though. How's that? That's funny from this angle. It looks like one of those dinosaurs with the big huge skull. In and out, huh? cheese. I did put that in. There actually isn't anything in it. No. Oh, I've already listened to this one. Pizza's not done yet. As in a manifestation. Speaking of, I was already open this. No, I'm not advertising, but. I know what you're talking about. Pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? Some type of pizza. A pie. A pizza out of pie. That's just a slice of pizza. Squashmallow. That ended up not being too bad. I'll make it worse or whatever. Oh, great. Disconnecting. Oh, I'm live again. Woo. Terrifying. What should I buy and modify now? I bought everything I can buy. Yeah. For now, I'm doing what I need to be doing. Pulling cards down. The cat ones. The kitty ones, I think I shuffled at the bottom. I remember one of the pool guys that where I was staying, he had a band and they gave me a freaking CD. They're pretty good too. Somebody's an ass. Okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's not good, but it's okay. It's what it is. It's on the bottom. Top, bottom, top. It's not me that. Lincoln Park. The sun. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I put it in there like that. That's funny. We just said 9 of Cups. I just on top. Because I can do that. Oh, I got more character now. Finally. Oh, look at that. I don't think that's actually a song, but whatever. Oh my god. Yeah, it's my ball of yarn. No strings attached. Can make it up. I do magic tricks. Well, maybe I do. Science is magic, so I can't really say that, but you know. Reconnecting live again. Wow, that's 3 drops. Man. Right. I have so many things, but then PlayStation's shut off from using my internet. The tower here's fucked. T-Mobile, it's definitely hacked, that's for sure. Or, it's Friday at 4:30, everybody just got off work, or is getting off work. Alright. It's not about Frey again. A chariot pulled by cats. I was right about that. My last live is still processing, but apparently I said some magic words, so it's probably not gonna fit in process. I read it out of a book earlier. Black or gray cats. Pull her chariot. Should order another pizza. See, I was just talking about ice cream, and now I'm thinking about root beer floats. Your gut, your discernment saves lives, it really does. Don't ever gamble your life on you think. $24. Familiars. 2 cups still wants to sit on the bottom. I'll do it on purpose. I'll purposely do it now. That's the 2 pentacles. That's the 2 cups. 4, 3, 2. It's like my Roger Rabbit card. Or my Roger Rabbit meme. Oh, strength just showed up. There's 5 cards. The Hermit strength. cups, 10 of swords, 2 of pentacles. Hermit reverse, strength. Oh, usher up. Oh boy. 27:11. I'm so done. Seven swords. Oh. That's good. Wait a minute. 2911. Church bells. 2 o'clock. Yep. And then he said it. Well, either it's 2 o'clock or it's 1:30. Because on the half hour, some clocks ding one time. Cuckoo clocks. My mom liked my cuckoo clock better than her cuckoo clock. It's not spam likely, or fucking potential spam. I finally started getting those. Doesn't tell me where it's from though either. Oh, should I have showed you who it was? Oh, that's who I'm watching right now.
As he said, he said Queen of Wands. Good or bad, means things are moving forward, right? Until I am done. Nope. Eight of Swords, it looks like the 7. I already know what I was supposed to be last year. I didn't even close it before I said to make sure I actually saw what I saw. Everything, anything. Oh God. That's the 6 of Wands, not the Fool. See, it actually includes the trees as the wands. Yeah, I already figured that out. Now I know it for sure. So the 5 wands. There's 3 of them sitting having marshmallows and 2 trees. 6 of Swords and 6 of Wands. What did I just say? Oh shit. No, people are jealous if you got brain or not too. You can see me as a bubble. I think I'm a bubble. being able to go still. Breath of life. Making my brain tell my heart to keep pumping and my pumping heart to keep my brain moving. And I can still go like this. Look at that. Outside for 2 minutes. Excellent. It's not a problem here. I'm inside all the time to save myself a lot of more suffering. Thank you. Then have people really not want to fucking look at me, huh? That sounds like a grand idea. Then I wouldn't even want to come home. I wouldn't even want to fucking do this anymore, right? As it is, I'm trying to shoot up in my face, though, right? I could have seen him with the paper money. Requited love. Some of us have grown up. I change what works. Is it really working? What way? I want to watch the Little Prince, damn it. One of the few movies my think I'm on. Some inner knowing that broke the deck. Broke the deck with the Emperor. That's funny. Get off. Get off my back. It works. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One. Mm-hmm. But as what's the fucking name? Angel guidance. Didn't. Not Dolores Cannon, but she's kind of similar to that. Get you.
Hi, cutie, and no, you can't have my chili.
She wrote a bunch of books too. She told people to throw her fucking not to buy her cards anymore. Tell them to throw them away. Telling people to get rid of her cards. I can't think of her name right now. I guess she's in there with. See, I'll never forget his name again. Kelly. All the names I could have forgotten and not cared to ever fucking remember again. Did he? That's funny. Now he just moved up. Mr. Giggles is coming first all the time now. Doreen Virtue. God. She's the one that told everybody to work hard. She said your soulmate's only here. You're never on the same side together. That's how I thought this, shame on you for thinking, but then again, it is the end of the cycle, so it would have to be this time, wouldn't it? Yeah. Somebody paid her to renege on her own shit. Just like everybody else. Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. It's all bullshit. You should throw everything away because I was just talking out my ass the whole time.
Yeah, crazy food.
You know, if I could lick the inside of the can, I probably would. Like Atlas carrying the world on his back. Actually, it's a giant turtle with 4 elephants. You can probably, it's almost 5 o'clock, but you can tell the sun's out, huh? It's a little bit cloudy. It's chili, kind of like meatball.
Kind of like me.
Mm-hmm. That's for kitchen. That's funnier than one in my apartment. I cleaned it once. A couple few times. Like a good roommate that doesn't make any messes to begin with, really. Be somebody's bitch, huh? Without the maid costume. Something. Oh no, don't go in there, whatever that was. Toilet paper fuzz. This is toilet paper. It's fine. That's the guy who owns a roofing company not far from here. He knew better than to come asking, huh? You're not shy if you're on mute. That's camera shy. That's a different kind of shy. We're not camera shy. Kind of prove that a little. So somebody showed up on my page. It was like, what? What are you doing here? Oh. Sorry, I read in too much into that too, Mr. Aquarius, sir. Did I just my stick? I've been wanting to watch Cowboy Bebop again, the live action. Dude was awesome, but it's like, it's a white guy, and then they go changing shit. It's pretty badass. By the way, and then the anime I really do want to watch isn't available anymore. It might be available on YouTube. Have to buy or rent it. Spirit Away and Princess Mononoke. Those are two of the best anime. ever. I don't know why I tried watching Kiki's Delivery Service, and for some reason I fell off. I rented it from the library. Oh, excuse me. Bless me. Ugh. Oh, I almost knocked it down. Tinglies.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, now I know, right? Oh, see, that's Aquarius's job, is to know. Huh. Hi. It's for pulling your head out of your spiritual ass. Yeah, that's a key aspect of things right now. But moving on to better and brighter things. Not letting them fucking sidetrack us anymore. Fucking sideline. Fucking the why thing. Carelessness. Because they've been getting away with it for so long. Why would they fucking care? You get it now? Is it making sense? Is it clicking? 1% of the planet is straight up narcissistic, psychopathic, unempathetic, or they wouldn't be blowing up innocent women and children. Oh, our shit's this perfect. It's like a millimeter accurate. And then all of a sudden, oops. Red or blue? Shut the fuck up. If you still think there's two different sides to any of that shit, you're more in dream world than I am. Petty officer, petty. Officer Petticoat. What is that? Operation Petticoat. Click. Click. $55. Toot toot at 5:02. Toot toot. It's like 4 or 5 days ago. Somebody fucking just. Might have even been a little bit longer than that, but it was. I swear. It was all the way from this stop to the fucking, or this street crossing to the next street crossing. He had to walk that whole fucking way. I'm thinking, what a smart ass. That's funny. He's obviously been through here enough times to fucking know, right? There's another street coming up. I just might as well. Until I get to it. That's funny. No. There's denial. See, I always cut straight to the denial and get fucking acceptance. That's acceptance. Like, just a little bit. Just a little bit of residual fantasy of the delusion. Toot. Oh. A lot of people are stuck between being mad and that somebody ain't coming back. Mm. At least that I don't like, dude. Cool. It's gonna be a long time. It's been like 2 years since the last time I liked somebody at all. And it was like 2 years before that. And like 6 years before that. And then 5-6 years before that. So it's, yeah. Same thing. Same thing every time. Nothing serious. Even though, there I was being strung along that breadcrumb thing. Yeah, as soon as you got terms for these things, oh boy, does it open up the awareness of it and save your fucking ass. That's some scutzels. And it's not like I've never been told I'm too honest before. One of those people was my daughter's my stepmom now, but really by blood her aunt. But auntie became more paperwork I never signed. quit wasting my fucking time, alright? Back to it all as a whole. All just you all just one to me. Uniqueness out the window for the most part. Copied and pasted NPC village. It's plastic. Or something. The dark kitty cat. There. Yeah, they run. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Range. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Cross paths with me. Yep. You wouldn't know it's almost like Christmas, huh? More than just a holiday. Hallmark holiday. Right, Tigger? Stepping on her tail for you to make a little squeak. Yeah. tell you something. I almost got mixed up with his egg salad. Of course, I'm gonna go squish it and fucking air came out of it. Anything not properly sealed doesn't give anything. No, don't trust anybody. It's my cat. Cats, exactly. Ain't gonna do any shit like that, right? She got over and stuck her face in my food, didn't she? You're a fucker. Did she? It smells like it. Oh, I know you did. You're still looking all over the floor like I dropped something. You're an asshole. She did, didn't she? She got over there and got into it on herself. That's all I have to worry about. Stick her cat in my food. I know what you did last summer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Blood money. Oh yeah. I know. The whole blackmailing party thing. Yeah. If you're smart, you'll go to one of them parties with a mask. Oh, well, everybody's gonna see your face. Well, I ain't blackmailed. Wait, you want to move that? Hmm? See? Who isn't? That's how I'll know, right? Okay, you're gonna be whatever you want. I should have bigger spoon. Must have been good. She's looking all over the world. Oh, there's a first in how many months? That was quick. Sound check. Oh no, I'm like 120, 120, 121. Fire truck or something. Something with a fucking siren on it. He just went to the bathroom. So I should just top of my soda off. That's all I can do to not fucking throw this away now, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fucked up. A whole lot of somebody's for a lot of shit, huh? Huevos in my court? Yeah, I already know that. Trumpety Trump trumps that one. Have fun. Yep. Don't believe it though. Whatever you do, don't believe something like that really exists. Yep. Too late now. Here's your learning curve, world. Starting in Life Invader. Life Invader, Washington. I wonder why I haven't gone to church here yet. Fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Go ahead and ask me why I haven't gone to church here yet. And Kath Lamont, it's basically the Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, the church is on Elm Street. Talking the town as well. I'm thinking like Kath Lamont. My girl told me it was a cult town. Well, I worked at a dispensary. I was just like, my exact words to her were, "You did not just say that." I ended up giving her a bunch of stuff. Not a bunch, but I bought a grinder, a really nice grinder for like fucking $25, and then was like, and then they wouldn't give me credit for it. Whatever. So I just gave it to her, and she told me she's gonna give it to her brother for his birthday. And I gave her an elephant necklace I sent to my mom in a package of stuff. She said she liked elephants. But yeah, nothing like having, and then being like, flat out, we've been talking about how we think it's a cult town. Yeah, fuck you too, Kath Lamont. And that witchy, cunny bitch, Patty Nakonsky. Fucking elder abuser bitch. And nothing like getting to see the elderly pick on the elderly like a homeless picking on the homeless. Prison and Patty. No! %. Vote came out. And then he says it anyway. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Mm-hmm. Darla. Dipshittery. Yeah. Maybe tell me the whole narcissist are okay. Sure, man. Tinker, you're an asshole. I know she stuck her face in it. Was the can opener? She got up there and she fucking licked it, didn't she? I know she did. I know she did. It's kind of cool when he acts like he lives here. Mm-hmm. Trauma bonded for life, they are. Christopher's out there riding his bike around. Oh, excuse me. Some kid's out there riding his bike around. You know, how dare me, the neighborhood kids versus some of these other creeps. Yep. Mm-hmm. I just love myself even more. As what I was told. Thank you for telling me what I already know. I'm so glad I'm here to help refresh your fucking memories on some shit though, right? You're awful. If I get sick, it's all your fault. This soda doesn't taste like mold. Yep, and it helps the channel. I guess my Santa Claus avatar fence people. My rally monkey. See, at least if something happened to that kid, and people around here fucking asked anything, I could be like, yeah, I seen him on 540. He mentioned on my live stream. Right? Because you know, if you come up missing, they pretty much consider it after 24 hours. Yeah. Odds of you being found after that are like very slim. Because you could be out of any fucking state by that time. Mm-hmm. How long do you have your face in there? Stretchy ass. Stretching her little butt in front of me. See, look at this shit. I know you did it. There's actually a little box right there. You're a jerk. She did, huh? She stuck her face in my food, didn't she? Oh, now you sit on it. Yeah, she's sitting on that. That's true. That's true. Whatever the fuck that book is. Mm. See? Yeah, the moment that happens, that's called peer pressure. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure. Yeah, he's a random person. Cut him in half so I can't choke on him. The shits if they eat too many grapes. I'm that hungry. It's totally gonna depend on the parent. You got a parent who's got a starving kid, and you try that with a starving kid, they're gonna be like, fuck that, I need that shit right now. I'm not hungry. Maybe. Depends on the kid again, doesn't it? Setting our ways at 5. Used to be 8, 7 or 8. Did anybody even stop to think that maybe Spock was an elf, but they called themselves something else because nobody would listen to him about anything? Like, I'm an elf. Yeah, okay. Funny, Vulcan kind of sounds like elf, doesn't it? And then how did it go from elves to elf? Now you got tricode in there. Cerebral capacity. What's still empty? Sitting on my ass, true book. Thank you. Ooh, I'll check it out. What Tinker's sitting on? Sitting on my ass, true book. My heathen path. I was gonna look in it and then I was like, oh, so much for that right now. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna look at that. Take some screenshots. Uh-oh. Hmm. What is it? Uh-huh. Yeah. Huh. Punch drunk. Fame is another form of abuse. Got all these lousy pieces of shit can't do nothing for themselves, fucking conning everybody else and fucking selling out so they can have 20 mansions and toot. The dude's talking about basically being punch drunk. 17, 48, 41. That's funny. Last time I clicked on it, it was 41 seconds. Jupiter in Cancer, Moon in Scorpio. And it's funny because everybody's like, okay, well, there's a whole bunch of Scorpio this, and it's like, well, the Moon in Cancer, Moon, right? Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, but Pluto is in Aquarius, so. Yeah, if you go back to maybe an hour and 20 minutes, there's a siren for like fucking 3 seconds. So it's a fire truck. Literally was just a whirr. Aries, fire, Cardinal, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Neptune. That's a party. Aquarius, air, Figs, Pluto. I forgot what you said you were. If you told me, I'm sure you probably told me. Scorpio. No, yeah. I forgot. I'm sorry. We're all Aquarius right now. Right? It's showing resonance right now. Yeah. I'm starting to get a headache. That's fun. I got something stuck between my teeth. It's making my head hurt. Oh, I'm okay. Did some reading about dragons to get mad at the book because it talks about. Oh, she's not sitting on it anymore. Yeah, you. I think she stuck her face in my chili. It smelled like cat breath. And she's still sniffing around for it. She's just sitting there going. She just ran down the window now. Brat. She can't even look me in the face. I know she did it. I know she did it. It smelled like it. Bad. Jerk. No, jerk. Tail. Tail. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's my last name. Don't wear it out. Tinkertail. You can see why she got Tinker and Tail. Yeah, she's so cute. But her breath still stinks. Ugh. I ate it anyways because I was hungry. I have 3 more cans, but went to all the effort to scrape out the can really good, and I hadn't even taken one bite. neighbor. According to my roommate, a crackhead. Because the crackheads live right next door. It's interesting for somebody to say that doesn't talk to anybody around their best friend, huh? I don't talk about anybody. Well, that's funny. Should have been like, you autistic. The guy that fucking did the plumbing in the bathroom, he autistic. They're crackheads. She's okay. Don't know them. They just moved in a year ago. Whatever. Bullshit. Didn't tell anybody you were coming. Oh, conveniently didn't tell anybody I was coming. Awesome. So I kind of, no wonder I was kind of suspicious. Even though I'd been here how long? Fixing the fence for how long? All of a sudden I'm suspicious. 5:55. You know, another reader. You just started reading and singing. She's totally psycho. Not totally. Just enough. What do I do with my nose? Hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. Make sure you're on the proper side of the road for your corresponding country, landmass, whatever you want to call it. Land ass, mass. I don't know. And then he just said the word headache, and I'm like, fuck. I'm starting to get one. Oh, I do. Believe me. That's what's funny about it. Even when I go stand out in the front porch, it's like, yeah. And then have Lewis County Sheriff show up everywhere I go. Forgot that part, right? And the minute I go outside, I'll come back looking fucking. You forget. It's a fucking breeding ground for mosquitoes. And I went outside this morning for 2 minutes. Sometimes I don't even fucking go outside because the weather stripping is shit around the door. So, you know, just going out there. And this one, that hurts. That hurts. But I do have a mosquito net that I bought in Mount Shasta when I was left there by Greyhound. Yeah. I probably won't be able to see it anyways. Because it's cloudy. It's spotty cloudy. You might be able to, but probably not. But maybe. Maybe I'll have an anxiety attack and finally go out and walk around the town. Only take about 5 minutes. This town's about the same size as the fucking complex that I used to live at. There's just apartments. Like 3-4 fucking blocks. Like barely four football fields. That city of Ader. I don't know where I am working on it. I had a fucking dream last night. Me and Tinker, we were at a friend's house in Longview. And it was funny, they had a donut shop in their house. I'm making donuts, but we're out on the porch, and then so it was weird, but not weird. Like I had to come back in the house for something, and I was like freaked out, or I don't know why. I was trying to be sneaky, and then they seen me and was just like, "What are you doing still here?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh," because I remember one of her friends used to just pull up in front of the house and use her Wi-Fi, and she didn't even know he was there most of the time. And I had Tinker in her little backpack thing, and she kept getting out. Like I kept making sure it was zipped up all the way, and I'd go to look in it, and she wouldn't be there. But then I'd look, and then she'd be laying right next to me. Yeah, Luna. Yeah, and that's the problem. I can't ignore the neighbors until I found out that they weren't ignoring me. We never see you. I'm glad you've taken note. Remember that? One of the first apartments I was at, the handyman telling me that if I could never see me, and I was like, well, it's nice to know I'm noticeably not seen. That was when I was using my Latier, started using my Latier. I think I might have got my first 2 decks of cards there. So I got that one deck that I had that flipped open. One that was in my luggage that got stolen. Prepare for battle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ragnarok's next. Yeah, I read about that too. That showed up. Ragnarok. And I was like, well, I've been mentioning that for like the last 5 years. Let's see if I can find it again. It was the dragon, about dragons. And then, yeah, greatness. Should I skip to the end? I mean, I think you even by now know the Jormungandr, the world serpent, is another great dragon for the Norse world. Its body is so massive that it circumnavigates the entire globe while biting its own tail. But of course, we don't add also known as the Ouroboros. Many narratives in Norse mythology involve dragons and huge serpents. Yeah, like the basilisk. Wait a minute. Guess what that is? Nice swords. Anyways, no. Actually, Lilith is in here too. If anybody wants to know how to actually spell Quetzalcoatl. Fafnir, a greedy, evil sorcerer in Norse mythology, transformed himself into a monstrous dragon to guard his stolen treasure. The clever warrior Sigurd slew Fafnir by digging a pit near his water hole, rolling up under the dragon and stabbing the beast. It sounds like something for... Because you can tell this is a children's. Yeah, that guy. In South American legend, the Quetzalcoatl is a large feather-covered serpent. This type of legless winged dragon is covered with brightly colored feathers as well as the traditional scales. You know, it's like say brief yet more direct than like what I read out of there. You know, it gives you the name of that dragon, but at the same time doesn't give you the same name of it. You know, the dragon chasing its own tail. That doesn't come up in here though. Yeah, see? The succubi. It's purple too. I think that's the only. I colored one of them. I think. The wyvern's name is derived from the Anglo-Saxon word wyvere, which means serpent. These dragons have claws on their wings, as well as poisonous stinger at the end of the tail. Drakes are non-flying dragons that look like large lizards. There are two types. Fire drakes breathe fire and smoke, while cold drakes breathe snow and ice. And hail. The cockatrice, or basilisk, was a legendary serpent endowed with a crest or comb upon its head. Yeah. But that book calls it something totally different and doesn't even mention that. Yeah, you just did it again, didn't you? She just hissed at me because I stepped on her tail. Well, she asked for it. She wouldn't be sitting behind me if she wasn't asking for it. She's like, yeah, I didn't step all the way down. And I'm wearing soft shoes. Because if you notice, she just hissed at me. She didn't make another noise. Like she does when I playfully step on it. She fucking. Basilisk, a legendary serpent down with a crest or comb upon its head. Its glance was said to be lethal. The most effective way to destroy this creature was to show the cockatrice its own reflection in a mirror. Beowulf is an Old English poem based on tales of a brave Scandinavian hero of the 6th century. Among many other feats, the warrior Beowulf kills a horrible monster known as Grendel that is devouring the soldiers of Hrothgar, king of Denmark. Yeah, I used to own that. Beowulf slays a huge dragon before dying himself with a mortal blow. Dragons with multiple head, also known as Hydra, according to Greek mythology. When a Hydra lost one head, two more would replace it. Slaying a particular dragon required burning the stump of the neck with a torch to keep the beast from regrowing its head. Basically cauterizing it. In England, a young lord of Lambton went fishing one Sunday instead of going to church. Shame on him. He caught a hideous worm-like creature that he tossed into a local well. The young man then went off to fight in the Crusades. When he returned, he found the huge dragon-like Lambton worm terrorizing the village. Determined to kill the monster, the knight sought the advice of a witch who told him to place spikes on his arm. Sir Lambton. The dragon coiled around him and was pierced by the spikes, causing its death. I kind of know what that was. That was a boa constrictor. Sucker. In Arthurian folklore, Merlin the wizard saw two huge dragons, one red and one white, locked in a fight to the death in a subterranean pool. The meaning of this, according to Merlin, was an omen of things to come, for the red dragon represented the Britons and the white dragon the Saxons. What about the Danes? And the white dragon, the Saxons, who would oppress the people of Britain. At first, the white dragon seemed to have the best of it, and the red dragon drove the white one back. The African Amphisbaena is a very unusual dragon in that it had a head on each end of its body, allowing it to move swiftly in either direction while guarding its nest. One head would watch over the eggs while the other head rested. Page 11. Well, it's funny because there really is a snake that its ass looks like its head. The amphitheater was a legless serpent with colored feathered wings and beautiful peacock colored eyes. In Middle Eastern and European countries, this dragon was said to know all the world's secrets and to possess such powers as a hypnotic glance. The mysterious and elusive fairy dragons are often mistaken for large butterflies or dragonflies. They were favorite companions and mounts of the wee people. Oh, I've been saving that one. Back to Quetzalcoatl. Fanfear, the treasure dragon. Mountain on a high, yeah. Oh, that was her name. Oh my god. Mounted on a dragon high above France, the beautiful but dangerous spirit called Le Succubus. Hunted for lovers, the kiss of Le Succubus was deadly, however, for it drained the life from her unfortunate partner. That's the one inside the cover. Marina, a Russian witch, kept dragon and serpents in her palace as companions. She enjoyed seducing young warriors and changing them into creatures such as pigs or oxen. In the end, a clever knight tricked Marina into being alone with him, whereupon he beheaded her. For years, the island of Rhodes was plagued by a terrible dragon. Night after night vowed to rid the island of the scourge, but none succeeded. Finally, a knight named Dieudonné de Gozon made a life-size model of the dragon and trained 2 dogs and a horse to battle. Yeah. When time was right, Sir Dieudonné and his animal companions attacked and killed the beast. Unable to satisfy a fierce dragon with sacrifices of sheep, a town instituted a lottery to choose human victims in hope of appeasing the dragon. St. George arrived at the town on the day that a princess was to be sacrificed. St. George courageously attacked the dragon, killing it and saving the princess to show their gratitude. And the townspeople agreed to be baptized. During his travels, the famous knight Sir Lancelot, wow, we finally get to that guy, huh? Happened upon a French village where people pleaded with him for help against an evil dragon. The knight went to the dragon's nest and nearby tomb. After a long and terrible battle, Sir Lancelot slew the fearsome beast. I'm missing a page, right? Maybe not. It is that thick. In China, dragons were considered beneficent creatures. They were believed to protect the heavens, watch over all gems, jewels, and metals in the earth, command the weather, and control the flow and course of rivers. Chinese imperial dragons are recognized by the fact they possess 5 toes. The fantail of the dragon shown here marks her as a female. Korean dragons differ from other Eastern dragons because of their 4 toes and narrow faces. These dragons frequently used pearls to help them acquire power or ascend into the heavens. Fantail. Oriental dragons, unlike Western ones, were not considered bad, but intelligent and good. Japanese dragons were called Tetsu. Had 3 toes. The knot tail signifies that this dragon is a male. That'd be a cool tattoo. Shown here is a Polynesian underwater dragon called a moo. Mainly known for its thieving ways, it is blamed by fishermen for missing items. In this case, it has gotten away with a very large pearl. Hi, 64. What's up? Yeah. Good to see you. Thank you for your visit. Shake hands. Susie, that's 64. 64, that's Susie. I'm not really sure. He's never told me his real name. Or maybe he did. I forgot. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and then we all know who that one is, right? You can't not know who that one is, right? Tell me you know who that one is, right? Come on, Susie. Don't let me down. Sightings of the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland have been reported far back as St. Columba, a 6th century Irish monk who converted most of Scotland to Christianity. Legend has it that St. Columba went on a boat and inscribed the sign of the cross in the air over the monster, thereby converting the beast from its murderous ways. A Leviathan is a sea monster of enormous proportions mentioned in the Bible. This fearsome creature ruled the ocean and destroyed ships that came too close. It is now believed that most legends dealing with leviathans are actually stories about whales. The largest living lizard in the world, found only in Indonesia, is the Komodo dragon, which can, tell me it doesn't kind of breathe fire, right? Leviathan. So how is that one and that one not maybe the same thing, considering nobody's actually really seen it, right? I hope you guys have a good weekend, whatever you're doing. I bet they're related. What do you think? Except their environments are different. It's like that one was a saltwater croc and that one's fresh, right? The Komodo dragon. Yeah, not only has powerful claws and large serrated teeth, its saliva is so toxic it will kill any animal the dragon bites, usually in less than a week. A leafy sea dragon is a real animal, named for its similarity to the dragons of Chinese legend. Leafy sea dragons are found only in the waters off southern Australia. Camouflage is the creature's greatest weapon, allowing it to blend into the seaweed where it feeds on small shrimp. Draco, or dragon, is a constellation of the stars based on Greek myth, which Hercules steals apples from a tree of gold guarded by Ladon the dragon. Hercules was forced to kill the dragon with poison arrows. Hera, queen of the gods, was so upset over the loss of Ladon she placed his body in the sky to form in the form of a constellation. See, I started coloring that. And then Dragon Questing license entitled Secret of Quest for the Legendary Dragon. Bearer of this certificate is entitled to track, search, follow, view, witness, and believe in dragons due to their rare and endangered. Yeah, take that, Hope Dealer 1177. He claimed to be the Dragon King. So. Uh-oh. Capturing and slaying of dragons is strictly prohibited. Due to their rare and endangered status, capturing and slaying of dragons is strictly prohibited. That again. And then get mad at my cat for doing what she's supposed to do. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, you did great. Yeah, we got it. I know. I did this. I covered it. girl. Trust me, it's way more. It's better. And then next thing you know, I want to clean up after 5 cats when only one of them is mine. Sorry. No. I know I'm supposed to be adopting them as my food. We've already talked about this. I was told I wasn't expected to be a slave, so. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, "You're supposed to be a slave anyway. I cleaned your house good enough so you could walk through it on crutches." Look at me planning ahead for shit I allegedly didn't know about, right? I planned enough ahead.
Like, what if they need to get a gurney in here?
You have to come in and drag his ass out. Just like they did with my mother. Except that she was like probably almost 300 pounds. You can get up there and sit on him again. And now you're more than likely to get up there without that sitting there. Okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Or what I was reading or saying. Reading. Dragons, right? Yeah. I contemplating writing, also known as the Ouroboros, but why the fuck am I going to do that? Should have been done during printing, right? Or editing. Worship and rituals. Yeah, get that the fuck out of my face. Yeah, many narratives in Norse mythology involve dragons whose servants. Even Viking longships are referred to as the dragon ships, demonstrating the significance of dragons in Norse culture. But first, let's take a moment to clarify that the word dragon meant what the word dragon meant to the Vikings. Dragons were not giants, that is some frightening beasts with large wings and breathed fire and sow destruction we're used to seeing today on TV shows. The majority of dragons resembled serpents, with only a few having wings and the ability to spew fire. Yeah, well, we just went through that, didn't we? In Norse mythology, instead, dragons were more than just fearsome beasts. They were cosmic powers in and of themselves. Nihilagr was one such beast, meaning curse striker. He lives in the world tree's roots, waiting for Ragnarok to begin. Jormungandr, the world serpent, we already talked about this a few minutes ago, is another great dragon of the Norse world. Its body so massive that it can circumnavigate the entire globe while biting its own tail. Some of us would know that dragon by a totally different name. Oh yeah, and then right to see, and that's what I came on page 133 in Norse mythology. Fylgja is a supernatural spirit that follows a person in connection to their fate. Many gods had spirit animal companions known as Fylgja. Odin, for example, had ravens. Heimdall had rams. Thor had goats, and so on, and so on. I just added the other so on, so on. Why didn't you just go and keep going? Did you know them all? When it comes to boars, Freya and her brother Freyr, two Norse gods, considered them to be their Fylgja. For the Vikings, the boar sign represented contentment, peace, and plenty. In addition, the goddess Freya had black or gray cats draw her chariot on her trips. Some historians believe Freya's ability to get the cats to cooperate was proof of feminine authority, a vital topic in Norse culture. That's in parentheses, by the way. A vital topic in Norse culture. For Vikings, the cat symbol represented Freya's character, which included all of her attributes like magic, wisdom, love and desire, abundance and beauty. Hey, there's Berserker. This is derived from Old Norse term for bear skin or bear shirt. This merely adds to the documented evidence that berserkers would enter the conflict wearing bear armor or no armor at all. In any event, the berserkers were unquestionably fighters who made a difference on the battlefield. As a result, the bear symbolizes enormous strength, anger, heroism, and the warrior spirit. Oh, and one of Zeus' rape victims! Callisto! And Quilin, too. Notice it didn't... Oh, wait. I might have skipped that one. I should have said that one in there. That's a Chinese... That's the Chinese unicorn. Lightning Source, LLC. Asatru, a native European religion. This article explores the historical and cultural roots of Asatru as a European spiritual path and how it connects with identity and contemporary times. Available on Journal of Contemporary Religioning. Conan. The runic alphabets are called Fritharks because of the first 6 runes: Fehu, Yoriz, Thurisaz, Emsuz, Raidho, and Kaunan. This is similar to how the word alphabet comes from the names of the first 2 Semitic letters, Aleph and Beth. See, that's probably rune divination origins. Proto-Germanic and Proto-Norse or ancient letters used in Norse alphabets and most of the knowledge. Many pagans who follow the heathen path use them in magic divination. Blah, 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 blah. More berserkers. Shamanism took various forms among the pre-Christian Norse and older Germanic peoples. These warrior shamans were commonly divided in 2 categories: bear shirts and wolf hides. They were not ordinary soldiers. The initiation rites, fighting skills, and other spiritual activities of these bands qualified its members as warrior shamans. Odin was the divine guidance and inspiration for such men as he was for Siddhir workers. Odin's men went armorless into battle and were as crazed as dogs or wolves, and as strong as bears or bulls. They bit their shields and slew men, while they themselves were harmed by neither fire nor iron. This is called going berserk. I know. Yeah, my one screen name, it used to be Berserker, but I changed the B to a P, Trolls, gnomes. Kvasir. Kvasir is a being created by the Isir and Binir gods at the end of their war. The war had concluded in a truce. The deities cemented their peace deal in the mead of poetry, whose plotline begins up with a souvenir where leaves off by gathering together to manufacture an alcoholic drink via ancient method. All members of the group would chew berries and spit the resulting mush into a single binder. This yum yum. Sounds kind of like the other stuff. What was it? Medicine Man? Valkyries. Odin's female helpers are called Valkyries. Modern image of Valkyries as attractive noble maidens carrying dead warriors to Valhalla is for the most part accurate, but it is highly selective representation that exaggerates their pleasant attributes. This inclination towards sanitization can be found in later Olnor. Yeah. Emphasize their love affairs with human males and are aiding Odin and carrying his favor among the deceased in the battle to Valhalla, where they fight alongside him during Ragnarok. There's that again. I don't want to read anymore. I got a headache. I'm gonna take a nap. Went to coffee. Am I making? I need a nap. I've been having lots of weird dreams lately. I said I was visiting with a couple of friends of mine, and one last night. They had a donut shop in their fucking house. Yeah, I actually lived there for a couple months. She had a heavy drinking problem too. She just bring home random dudes. And then there was like one time I kicked this dude out of my car to have the motherfucker sneak back in, and then was all mad at me. Why'd you let? Is it my fault you already been fucking everybody? Sorry, I didn't know. I know I was supposed to start beating everybody off with a fucking stick for you. I do miss her, and she's probably still clean by now because of shit like I think that was the night she fucking finally decided she was done getting shit faced. But then again, before I even got there, she was leaving her fucking 7, 8 to 10-year-old alone, all by themselves. After they went to bed, she fucking walked down to the tavern. Hey, at least she waited till they were asleep, right? She wasn't fucking screwing them out of fucking any parent time. Right. Anyways, I had a dream about them. Oh yeah, I already told you. And yeah, Tinker got out in my dream a bunch of times. She was even out of the bag. What? You hear me talking about? Can you even see her in there? Huh? She's cleaning herself. Butt liquor. Yep, that's what she's doing right now. Butt liquor. Maybe. It looks like it. I'll do my best not to fully assume that. Right, Tinker? I don't know. Could be. Me talking to myself more. Oh yeah, I went back to talking to myself on posts. I've left a comment on dudes, and then I came back with another account. And was like, hey, that was that. It's a hat. It's a hat. It's a kind of a hat. Little Prince, one of the mature male character, fucking draws an elephant inside of a boa constrictor, right? And then he's like running around asking all these fucking adults, "What do you know? What can you tell what it is? And they're like, "Oh, it's a hat." And he's like, "It's like, no, it's an elephant inside of a boa constrictor." But it's funny because then dude is like, "Yeah, fuck all these adults. I'll just fucking." Up in the air, he becomes a pilot so he can get away from everybody, right? And then I'm like, I bet that's why my mom wanted to be a pilot. But he crash lands in the fucking desert to be trying to fix his plane, right? And this little kid, you can only assume he's a little kid, even though he tells you he's a prince, just all out of nowhere. Excuse me, sir, can you draw me, can you draw me a sheep? And dude's like, where the fuck did you come from? He runs this way and that way. And fucking, it's like, where did you come from? But he's like, whatever. Can you draw me a sheep? And the first thing he fucking draws, no, I can't draw a sheep, but how would you like this? And he draws that same drawing, right? And he turns it around. Here, how about this instead? And he's like, no, I don't want an elephant inside a boa constrictor. And he's just like, then the first sheep he draws is sick. The second one's a ram. And then third one, dude, to like, this is it. I'm not drawing anymore. See, he's he's a sheep. He's not sick. And then apparently, look on kid's face, and he's like, but so what? And he's like, it's old. He's like, oh. Turns around, goes back to the plane, puts the pad, and he's like, he just draws him a box with holes in it. And then he tears it out and he gives it to him. And the little boy's like, that's perfect. He's like, yeah, the sheep you want is in the box. But I commented, I was like, Schroeder's sheep? Because the Schroeder's cat, right? The dead cat, allegedly. You won't know unless you open the box, right? Kind of got the idea from that. But instead, he's got holes drawn. And anyways, he's like, look at him. He's perfect. He's like, do you think he'll need a lot of grass? But the neat part is, like, I watched it again, and it's what he says. He's like, when something like that happens, you don't fucking question or ignore it. Great fucking movie. If you like musicals and sentimental, like one of the comments I read, it's like it's a Christmas movie, and then they watch it in French too. But there is whoever their parents split up, and they were watching that movie, and he said, if I'd have watched it later, I probably would have, it's ridiculous or whatever. It's still a great movie. If you like theater type stuff, definitely do watch it. The guy that plays the fucking snake, oh my god. He can dance too. That guy can dance. I wonder what that. He's probably not alive anymore. And then Gene Wilder plays a character called the Fox, which that's like one of the best one lines of the movie is, it's only with the heart one can see things clearly, but what is essential cannot be seen with the naked eye. And that's like a big duh. He who dies with the most toys still dies. Fucking idiots. Anyways. Tinker's taking a nap. It's a sign. We did 2-3 hour lesson for free about dragons. I'm trying to put the wrong lid on the thing. Hey, it almost fits. Look. Like a fucking Russian doll, right? Oops. I'll have to go back and live, see if Tinker stuck her face. It smells like she stuck her face in my chili. tasted fine, but smelling it. She's lucky she's cute. Half joke. We know that don't mean shit to me. Okay. Get off my back. And then dragons, right? Yeah, I turned it on and I haven't touched it. Happy Friday. See if you can watch that movie. I bet your husband would probably like it, Katie. Just don't do stuff like that. I don't know, I'm just saying. Even he apparently thinks I'm gonna come out there in the recliner and just sit on his lap and watch TV with him. Because there isn't anywhere else to sit. Except the suitcase in front of my door with a fucking piece of carpet on it. I wonder how I knew I wasn't supposed to be sitting here. I cleared off the dining table. I started cleaning off the dining room table. To have him finish clearing it off, put a big old TV and like 3 game consoles on it. It's like, well, so much for me even bothering to fucking sit out there. We understand what I'm saying here. I hope so. Just like all my apartments, I was never supposed to be living in anymore. Okay, let's just keep rolling with that. Make y'all fucking sorry along the way if I can help it. Should I read it again? Should I read it again? Should I read it again? Oh, I'm blaming it on my neck, but I don't know. I still really like that person. I had YouTube quit recommending his videos though. I don't need to have him come up as the first thing every, and then he was just like, well, just he responded, he's just like, don't click on it. Totally missing the point, right? We're talking every freaking account. So I was watching a lot of other people before that. Why aren't they coming up first? My IP address? But I tried commenting with the Gene Wilder video where he taming Gene Wilder taming the fox. Of course, once I go to another account and I went and I looked, it's not there. But it's funny because I was able to go to your account and comment with that account on your stuff. You know, here I am fucking going, yeah, well, screw what anybody thinks. I'm in my own class, my own little world for sure. But hey, if it helped other people out, you know, so last thing I need to do is use that account to fucking spend 10 minutes writing a fucking comment that fucking, you know, it might even help somebody or, you know, made somebody else laugh or fucking whatever, you know. But yeah, we asked me how many accounts I had, and I was like, enough. somebody fucking says something, and I feel the need to come back and be like, "What the fuck?" Especially so the channel holder themselves can see what the fuck's going on. Oh yeah, especially if they're not for it, you know. And all I can do is hope they're not lying, because I've had a bunch of them say, "I didn't do that." Okay, so who the fuck's doing it for you then? But now you're okay with it. Now you should be wondering how much money you're losing, because just because I'm a broke ass doesn't mean everybody's a broke ass. Right? And then back to the to everybody talking shit about fucking, if it wasn't for Lewis County Police and certain laws that are in place, do you think I wouldn't have already gone out and somewhere and built my own little fucking shanty in Darrow, the fucker? Let's see if I know what shanty means still. Oh, don't even tell me. I just unplugged. See this thing? Be full. Oh, maybe not. As it is right now, I might go park tomorrow. But then, who knows? I could fucking end up going somewhere and come back to a fucking house full of fucking who knows who. And oh, where'd Cat go? Oh, Alaska. Staying gold. That's all I can think is stay gold. Stay gold, as in like stay gold. Stay. Stay. As long as I stay here, devil of solitude has me. Because as soon as I leave, somebody else is gonna fucking free rent, and then oh yeah, it ain't so free when you're getting pimped out at the fucking local truck stop, huh? Or under the neighbor's fucking in that fucking pit under it looks like a basement with a fucking padlock on the fucking thing. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Actually mentioned on somebody else's page, but they were like, the funny thing is that they actually had a conversation with the channel holder, and the whole thread was gone. Yeah. But no, the funny thing is when I go and I look, it ain't there. But whatever. And then again, if it showed up twice, I guess that makes it just as important, right? Like it was meant to go through. You're meant to see this if it's been doubled up. But some of them, they also have to approve the comments too. Read above. I did twice. Because, like I said, I could go to yours and have it be there. But also, when I go to different accounts, it's weird because on the page where it says accounts, like 8 of them, yeah, at least 8. It says the account button is below my face, but on 2 of them, it's above my face. Like the formatting's different. Yes, I read and understand about the comments, along with the fact that some people have to pre-approve them to even be there. I thought about going that way, and then no, and then I just did. I just made it where I wouldn't be notified of any replies because I was like, 'cause 9 out of 10, you don't want to know the reply anyway. Yeah, I'm starting to get a headache, so sorry. I just took a couple acetaminophen for that, or whatever. How the fuck you say that? Wannabe aspirin. Excuse me. Yes. Si, por favor. Or yes, yes, please. I don't know. I used to think por favor was like sir, saying sir. It's like senor. Si, senor. Senor, senorita. ¿Cómo está? I'm gonna take a nap though. Aspirin kicks in. So I can get ready for my hot date later. Just kidding. Tinker's probably got more of a hot date than I do. My bag of cat treats. God, Mom, she sent me food and stuff. Yeah, I know, Susie. Thank you. The last thing I'm probably gonna do again is forget. And then I know, instead of chewing people out, where my comments go? Arrgh. But then find out I'm not the only one, but then it was a whole thread that's gone. Or, and then have them say, yeah, they already know, they already looked, and the whole thing's gone. Okay. But I even mentioned that, you'll see where people have put, I'm now happily married and blah, 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 and make so much bi-weekly, and yeah, and it's a bot. I reported one of those and I felt bad for it, and I'm just like, yeah, that's the last time I'm going to do that either. Knowing it, because it's like, what if that is a person? No, it's not. I can't believe how many times I got bit on my face, and I just standing on the front porch, dude. I have to get my O'Reilly bucket. I need to clean it out so I can bring it back in my room. Yeah, nope, I'm okay. I had some root beer. I already took some aspirin. Could be because of my teeth. I have 2 teeth that I still need to get surgically removed because there's nothing left to pull out. Again, something I should have gotten done in California while it was still right down the street. And 7 days a week, 24 hours. And I could take an Uber or a bus and not have to depend on anybody else to fucking go there. Cause I've never had anybody not fucking trust me to drive their car. Especially in an emergency. But I'm okay. Fortunately, it hasn't come to that. And then I would probably just take my chances with 911 at that point. Considering it's been under investigation anyways for the last couple of years. Real news. How do I know? Because it's on the front page of one of the newspapers I have in here. They probably already burned the fucking plates for it. We never wrote that article. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, and then also the one that fucking said they shipped off their fucking last fucking sheriff Cameron. He got shipped off to Arizona. We already know why, right? Yes. These things, my mom said these. There's like 4 different kinds. They're so good. Pomegranate, vanilla flavored cashews. I wouldn't have thought they were good, but oh my god, they're yummy. Yeah, you can probably see it in my eyes. And my face kind of, my head hurts. And I haven't been listening to anything for that whole time. Like an hour ago. Excuse me. Remember, I wasn't supposed to be sleeping. I didn't have to do anything. Relax. So, we already know I did more than I was told. But then I know what I'm sleeping. Like, no. No, please, no. I will totally be your slave. We already talked about this. Nope. $81 million men. I'm just like, nope. We've said enough to me. Trust that. Enough to make a nice celibate adult decision. I'm gonna start looking at monasteries. So I can take her with me. Basically do what I'm doing, but fucking actually be somewhere that deserves my fucking time and my help, I guess, huh? Patriarch-sized mock village. I'm sorry, I can't read that from here. Burn does around the house. It does. Yes, it does. I only have like this much left of mine. Made me regret not buying it off Temu, so I could have at least had like 8 sticks like that long. Some more selenite that I don't need. It's like $6 or $7 for like. It's cancers. Interestingly, it's cancers. Whatever. I gave the card to that came with it to the lady at the motel. Comfort in. She's such a sweetheart. It was funny. I was burning Palo Santo in the hotel, and like after a few days, I got to know her, and I gave her that piece of wand thing of selenite. She was like, I could have swore I smelled Palo Santo. I was like, you did. She thought she was tripping. I was like, no, you did. I was burning Palo Santo. I was there. I didn't smoke that much. Enough. She's a sweetheart. I left my Mickey Mouse spoon. We found it. He picked it up for me. Cups. Yeah, this the Mickey Mouse spoon I actually just ate all my chili with. And then I lost my Pluto fork. I don't know what happened to that. Happens in the front yard, but I'm pretty sure I accidentally threw it away. Because I emptied the closet out. That was why, basically, why I emptied that out so I could see if it was in there. It's not in there. And then I could have swore it was somewhere, I was like, oh, and then that's why, like, when I accidentally lost my strength card from the Santa Muerta deck behind that shelf, I was like, I was gonna go to bed, and then that fucking happened, and I was like, well, so much for going to bed, because I'm not just gonna leave that card there and have something fucking happen to where I want to take my cards. And have a card missing. My Pluto fork said, nope, if you drop something and you thinking it's any kind of importance, you better not wait because you might forget where it went. And then it's SOL. Shall. And it's funny, as soon as I said SOL, I'm like, soul. So how did that become shit out of luck? Because I didn't want you to know it meant the sun. Hope I don't get third-party content for stuff getting picked up from the TV. You too. Thank you. Oh, headache, go bye-bye. I wanted to play video games for a minute too, but oh well. Do you want me to make you? I'll buy you a bug. You can tell me what you want on it, if you want anything on it, what color or whatever. What color? I'll buy you a bug when I wake up. I already have 3 of them. How many cards? I have like over 30 cars on that game now. And 1,242,978. The only thing I can do is buy fake cars with it. Anything about cat breath? My chili. Yeah. I have to go back in the live stream. I'll bet you she got up there. She got up there just long enough. But then heard me coming. She's not stupid. I know his cats, they sleep right in front of the door. It's funny, number 2, he was standing there, like, with his, like, he heard my hand on the knob and fucking was, like, right there waiting for me to open the door. Hold the camera down. I was like, look. And Dora. No, up to my door when I open it. And it's funny because like there's a stack of boxes on the couch. The very bottom one they like burrowed down into and knocked all the other boxes over. I just left it. They're like climbing in and out of that bottom box though. It's so funny. It's nice though. Like they're not so sketchy where every time I come out though they're running away to go hide. They come running right to the door. Kitty cats. Yeah, that's that Freya thing. That important aspect that's fucking left out of everything on purpose. God forbid a man do women's work. Just 'cause you want to be lazy asses is women's work. I'll mow the lawn, do the barbecue, blah 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 blah. I'm thinking that fence. Three different kinds of screws, fucking nails, staples. So these have been torn off and put back on how many fucking times? Yeah, that part of the fence gate, it's still fucking whatever. It's not mine. It's whatever. And it's mine. And then he wants to be like, oh, you're sewer in that thing. No need to novel me with your mouth. No need to novel me with your mouth on things that are not of my concern. Since now I'm just a tenant. You're just a tenant now. Don't be with the roofers. Well, they keep stopping by. The last one, I caught him at the end of the fucking sidewalk, getting ready to walk up to the door and knock on it. Thank you. It's funny on that phone. It's blue on there. Like I'd be able, like if I could touch it on that screen and it would take me away from my live stream, but on anything else, it comes up white. I'd have to type it in. I think my iPad too. My iPad it turns blue. Yeah, out of 5 devices, it actually turns blue on 2 of them. Yeah, I tested that on live stream too a while ago. Oh yeah, that's fine with that. It's probably for me to, well, but it just started, so it can't be the whale's fault. My double stuff. Because Oreo was taken. Found one of my sleep masks. I found both of them, but only one of them. One's kind of crusty. Must be washed. I just thought of 13 going on 30. She starts waking up and she falls out of her bed. And then she doesn't know why she can't fucking see. She's like crawling on the floor until she hits the fucking door, and then she pushes the mask up. That's such a cute movie. Mr. Garofalo. Maddie. Yeah, that's a good movie that teaches you to not keep your mouth shut. If you like somebody and you think you have even a shot, as long as they're not married already, blah 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 blah. I don't not say anything, right? Because then she ends up fucking realizing that, yeah, she fucked up. You can't change it. You can be the pot and the kettle all on your own, biatch. What did she just say to me? Uh-huh. You can be the pot and the kettle all on your own. Apparently said that to a lot of people pretty much, huh? 'Cause now they are the pot and the kettle all on their own. I all wanted tea. Tea baggers. No, it's got something to do with the Boston Tea Party. Is that what you think? Basically domestic terrorism, right? Hmm. Every once in a while, my neck doesn't like holding up the weight of my head anymore either. Subluxation. It's generally what happens after you get rear-ended and don't get the whiplash treated. Your neck starts trying to fix itself, and it's actually just fucking it up more. Look it up. No, I don't need to. Insufferable know-it-all. Yeah, I can't be lied to. Yay. Isn't that awesome? Y'all could try to lie to me about shit, but it ain't happening. Just enough. Just enough to use my discernment be like, yeah, I don't think so. Nice try. Oh, you thought you were gonna get me to swerve again. At least I got to hear him say my name a couple times. I did. It's definitely warmer. I even hope that heater doesn't come. It wakes me up when it's on. Sometimes it's too warm and it comes on and that wakes me up. Just knowing, no, you don't need to come on. Ugh. Thank you, Amazon. Excuse me. Fuck you up like a lullaby. Gonna show you how it's done, done, done. It's weird trying to tell my face. That could be a problem. My face is all tense. Relax. Relax. It's okay. Relax. Let's not drool all over everything. Oh, don't get that relaxed. I'm not that relaxed. See, I wouldn't know there was a train sitting there. I mean, I thought there might be, but he was thinking about taking off. Neighbors are home. See, and I can't help it. To a point. Somebody's home. Puppies are staying home. They're going to go outside. I heard a bunch of puppies. Toilet paper for bigger animals. Fucking. Think usually dudes fucking after 2 weeks fucking bummer me go away. And instantly, boom, hooked up with somebody else. And I was like, yeah, that's how important I was. Versus people getting paid to fuck with me forever. Whatever. It's real. It happens. It definitely does. Better not now. It's going, if. Go. I got enough balls. Red Rose. Locals, Red Rose. Happy formula. There it is. Where's the radio now? That's what I thought 5 minutes ago when he honked. Never heard one honk like that before. Is it 5 times? I'm not moving yet. Mm-hmm. I like to hear him honk. Happy Friday. He's finally moving. know what that was now. Hmm.
I'm in a league of my own. Accepting that. It's all good. I can accept that. That's the best way to fucking look at that to make that easier to deal with. Down. Realization. Yeah. And then there's the I'm past the upset, being mad, denial. Yay, acceptance. Feels wonderful.
Well, I'm gonna end the stream because, well, we know how YouTube likes to fuck with us on third-party content. So I'll be back. Maybe later. Maybe not. We'll see, right?